Hey, what's up you guys? Before we get started, I just want to say a big thank you for 700 subscribers. I feel like it was just yesterday I said thank you for 600, but this last month has been really good for my channel. I think everyone's been enjoying my videos, which makes me so happy, and hopefully that continues. Hopefully you enjoy my videos and we just keep growing, and yeah, so again, thank you so much. So today we are doing what I think is an original idea, but I don't know if it actually is because there's no such thing as an original idea anymore, but I thought of this like build a book challenge, where basically I went on Twitter and I asked you to reply to my tweet with the sentence beginning on the 16th line of the current page of your current read. And I got so many responses. I did not expect to get as many. As of right now, I think I have like over 120. So obviously I can't use all of them today. I'm going to use the top 50 that appear when I go into Twitter. But if this does well, then I might make a part 2 of the rest of them, because I was like blown away with how many I got. So thank you so much for taking part. I always think when I'm like making these videos, I'm like, oh, what if no one responds? Like, it would be a flop. But a lot of people responded, so thank you so much. So basically what I'm going to do with these tweets is try and create a coherent story using only these sentences. So I'm going to write them all out, rearrange them, try and like, you know, fit dialogue together, see if that works, try and like fit different sentences together and try and create an actual coherent story that hopefully sounds okay. Obviously, I don't think it will be. A lot of these sentences, some of them are so funny. Like some of them I was like, I don't know what the context of this is, and I don't want to know, because like it's so it was just so funny like reading through and like thinking like, how on earth am I going to match these together? So first thing I'm going to do is write them all down, because I don't have a printer, so I'm going to write them all down on paper, and then we will get to the organising. So cue epic writing montage.
What the fuck you mean I can't be angry? Think it's just a flat behind the pavement. Telling all your friends you didn't like me. Baby, I don't like that type of energy. Don't like the way you're looking at me. Don't like the way you're talking back.
1 hour later.
Okay, so I have 53 quotes that I've written down. That was as much as I could do. Honest to God, I have not wrote that much in months, so my hand was killing me. Also, there was a few that were just like really long. I'll put them up like here and here. Sorry I couldn't use them, I just didn't want to write that much. Honestly, they were just too long. But thank you for still responding. Thank you. So now I'm going to cut them up and start. What would you even call it? I don't know, I'm going to cut them up anyway.
Put it right there. Boy, I turn your dream into a nightmare. Don't call back. If you do, I'll tell you I'll be right back. I know what you done. Watch me do it.
3 days later.
Let's do this challenge. Just use a Word document. This took so long to cut all these out, and I have no idea how I'm going to do this. I'll put them out on the floor so I can like rearrange them like on a large surface, but I swear I have no idea how to do this. I have mentions of vampires, I have like 20 character names. One of my favourite sentences is, your cousin is dreamy. Like, I have no idea how I'm going to put this together. I feel like I've just constructed the world's like hardest jigsaw puzzle for myself. But I'm going to try my best, and yeah, pray for me, please.
I know what you done. Watch me do it back. Fucking with your friends, show me what you lack. Now I have some fun, yeah, what's whack? Guess you thought that you were resigning. I know what you done. Watch me do it back. Fucking with your friends, show me what you lack. Now I have some fun, yeah, what's whack? Guess you thought that.
Many unbearable hours later.
Finally, we have a story. 53, I think, sentences put together. Does it make sense? Does some parts weirdly fit together? Yes, definitely. So get comfortable, get some popcorn, and enjoy this amazing story time. Boston was small enough still that you could walk easily enough from one end to the other in search of your lost cow. Near the centre of the wall to the west, the mountain of typewriters dropped off precariously. As the clouds rolled by, the moonlight through the window came and went, allowing me brief glimpses of his silhouette. I squared my shoulders. Taicho's mouth is all but hanging open. I'm fine, he said. I told you last night that I am fine. For a second, I think he's going to bring me into his arms. You'll leave some poor sot with a hole in his belly? I was never supposed to break, or we'd have to start all over again. How can you say that? He had been willing to play the victim when he thought Eli was actually a hero. Ashby could relate to her apparent discomfort. No, not really. Behind Perrin are 3 young Malfetos, one of them barely out of childhood. They seem to him like shadows of people with no thoughts or life behind their eyes. Well, we still don't know who's willing to blow up innocent citizens next to you. She wasn't used to having wants and needs of her own at all. That meant he'd have to watch his back more than usual. The missing Marinos might not legally exist anymore, but they are still lying right under our noses. She might be able to kill some of my generals, but she'll never get to me. Polly chuckled. Almost didn't realise a lot of you when you trampled in here covered in whatever you call it. Then she went to the barn. Nothing more was said then of Bettina. Your entire life is documented in hospital records, complaints to authorities, messy lawsuits and public demands to have you locked up. It was an unsuitable connection and did not produce much happiness. Guess how much I love being the sweaty intern. It's impossible, Samuel said, one hand going to brush down the cowlick. Does he even see the skittles, or does he simply dump them in there, trying to piss me off? But he goes on, they all returned from him to you, said Alice. Your cousin is dreamy. This time, now that he was close to face her, the idea became more than an angry speculation. Later, she let him see her kissing another boy, just to get the point across that it was over. Young people, I fear for your generation, I really do. Steph was out gallivanting with a bunch of Italian kids. I had left the stolen book with the toad. The last thing I want Prince Dane to know is that I took something for myself. The estimate of the household income was too high. This kind of thing, Mom gestured towards the car. Princess Charlotte hadn't awoken for a month. Won't be much of a story for her to report now that Lamb sealed everything up. She remembered screaming herself, screaming until she was hoarse, screaming until blood ran and her scream mingled with his, a knife pushing into soft flesh, his blue-green eye, and she ran, and she couldn't scream anymore because she needed her breath to run. Because being a vampire isn't like being a regular person. I nod and sip from my canteen, hoping to wash the taste of blood from my mouth. We all want to communicate and make ourselves heard. They aren't bothering her though, and there are plenty of normal people around, so there's no reason for her to be as terrified as she is. The metal noses of his worn-out work shoes gleamed. Eileen did not reflect on the pain that had sent her into unconsciousness. Do not start now. It does not suit you, nor me either. Thomas was too exhausted to insist. Somehow, and only by the slimmest of margins, Castile had managed to keep his anger in check. By the end of the tune, I have heard the whistler, a wizened old man in a faded red shirt and overalls. The children loved it, but that damn linen closet being real means that makes me think other things could be real too. The creators, Minnow said. Then he spat on the floor. For some reason, I found that so hard to read, and I think it's because it doesn't actually really make sense. So my brain is like trying to fill in the gaps and like try and make up words that make more sense. But I really struggled there. But hopefully you enjoyed. This challenge took so long. It took like 3 hours. So if you want to do it, please tag me and let me see your video. But be aware that this took me a long time to do. If you have a name for this story and name suggestions, comment it down below, because I have no idea what this story was even about. There was a princess, there was vampires, there was some kind of like war talk at the start. I honestly have no idea what you could describe the plot of that as, but if you could like maybe summarize it, that would also be pretty funny. If this was a real book, can you just actually imagine opening the pages and reading this? Like, when I started like reading it, I was like, this doesn't, like, what does this mean? But I mean, that was the point. The point was to try and make a coherent story out of basically nonsense. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. And again, thank you so much for 700 subscribers. And that's everything. I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.
I know what you done, wish me to it back. Fucking with your friends, show me what you like. Now I have some fun, yeah.